Hello, it's Sarah Shalinsky again, and here we are to learn a bit more about what the Coalition Checkup model actually looks like. The Coalition Checkup is a way of supporting, assisting, or coaching community coalitions to help them be successful. Some people call this type of support technical assistance, or TA. It is a way to provide regular, proactive, relationship-based, and data-informed feedback and support to community coalitions. The dedicated TA provider connected to each community coalition works with the coalition to empower and build capacity within the coalition to do their work and be successful. So, this is not about telling coalitions what to do and how to do it, but think of it as having your own personal coach or trainer or a cheerleader helping you navigate the expected and unexpected challenges in the road. In practice, this TA model starts with collecting data, reviewing that data, making decisions with that data, and then implementing those decisions in a cyclical process that extends over the course of 1 year. Now, I'm going to walk us through each part of the model so you can understand what it looks like and what's involved. The first step is some data collection, collecting information about how your coalition works together and its activities, strategies, and other programs. More specifically, the data collection effort will include assessing coalition capacity, both how the coalition works together and information about the coalition structure or organization. That information is collected with coalition member surveys. We will also collect information about the programs or activities that are connected to the coalitions or other strategies that the coalition is implementing. Those data typically come from interviews with program or activity coordinators and coalition leaders. After collecting this information, we then move on to step 2. Step 2 is reviewing these findings as a full coalition. This happens in an in-person or a web-based meeting between the full coalition and the dedicated TA provider. The data review usually takes 1 meeting, and towards the end of that meeting, the group may start identifying some strengths and maybe some challenges, but no decisions are made. This meeting is all about reviewing and understanding the information that was collected. Then, moving on to step 3, this is when the coalition makes decisions with the data. Step 3 starts with an in-person or a web-based meeting, approximately a month later after the data review. The dedicated TA person, again, helps facilitate this meeting with the coalition leader and the coalition. During this meeting, the coalition builds an action plan that includes a few targeted next steps with goals attached to each priority. What are those things that your coalition does well? Because we want to make sure you keep doing those things well. And what are those 1, 2, or 3 things that could be implemented to improve? It's a fairly simple action planning process with some discussion questions, post-on worksheets, and a guidebook with suggestions that helps guide the coalition through the process. This is a coalition-driven decision-making process, and at the end, action items are delegated to coalition members and committees to lead the work. Then, after the action plan is finalized and adopted, we move on to step 4, implementing the action plan. Step 4 takes most of the year. Coalition members and leaders work together to implement the previously decided steps, checking in on progress periodically at meetings. During this stage, coalitions will be able to check in with a technical assistance person monthly on the phone, that same dedicated TA person, or of course it could be a web-based meeting. The technical assistance provider will also organize 2 in-person trips to check in with the full coalition at 2 meetings. Of course, those meetings may also be web-based instead of in person. That then completes the cycle, and it starts all over again about 1 year later with that data collection again. That data collection allows the coalition to check in on the progress and adjust plans as needed the following year. So there you have it, an overview of the Coalition Checkup Technical Assistance Model. Now you are probably wondering, what's next? What are we looking for? And here we are now in the process of recruiting 68 community coalitions in Pennsylvania to try out this TA model. The resources that are coming into Pennsylvania to support all of this TA are coming from a research source of funds, NIDA. Consequently, there is research embedded within this project. Okay, so what does that mean? We are testing to see if this TA model really works. Does it assist community coalitions in a meaningful way and help communities sustain improved outcomes for kids and families? With that, every coalition that agrees to participate will have an equal chance of being in that full coalition checkup group or the comparison regular TA group. Okay, what does that really mean? These coalitions, or those coalitions in the full coalition checkup group, will participate in the surveys, receive the reports, be connected to a dedicated TA person, and will receive some action planning materials. Those coalitions in the comparison or the regular TA group will still participate in the surveys, still receive the reports, and even still receive some action planning materials. The only difference is that dedicated TA person. Well, would you like to learn more? More details about the Coalition Checkup Project and frequently asked questions are found on the project webpage. Even more can be learned by attending one of our upcoming information sessions or learning community meetings. Please check out the EPIS registration webpage for the most up-to-date information on dates and times. Thank you for dropping by. Hope to see you soon at an upcoming Coalition Checkup event.